Over 650 families with children with heart defects at LGI may have to face travelling up to 100 miles more to receive similar care. LGI covers the Yorkshire, Lincolnshire and North Midlands area, covering 5.5 million people. But with a new safe and sustainable review, it may face closure in attempts to improve the level of care elsewhere. Leeds is one of 2 surgical units in the north which could be closed as part of a national reorganisation of heart services involving cutting the number of centres. A 4-month public consultation period has been set up on the issue. Every year at Leeds, 280 children undergo open heart surgery with 350 other operations. Over 650 families would have to relocate to centres such as Newcastle or Liverpool. NHS Medical Director Brian Keogh says there are currently too many hospitals that offer this surgery, and fewer centres would mean the children are only treated by experienced staff. Sharon Cheng is heading the Children's Heart Surgery Fund, hoping to keep the unit open.
The 4 options have now been given to all the regional hospitals, and Leeds features in 1 of 4 of the options, which for us is very disappointing. We were hoping we would feature in more of them. And we feel that our families would have to travel to Newcastle. We know that some of them would have to travel to Newcastle, and we feel that that is too far. We already have situations where the children have just made it to Leeds on time. For instance, if somebody comes from Hull, and we're concerned that if a family does come from further afield and they have to get all the way to Newcastle, then we will have some serious consequences to pay for that.
3-year-old Olivia Wilkinson underwent 18 hours of heart surgery at Leeds just weeks after she was born. Her mother Naomi is fighting to save the unit that helped her.
I had Olivia 2008 in March, and then on the 9th of April we saw a paediatrician at Airedale due to a referral from our doctor, because obviously she wasn't very well. And then by 7 o'clock that night we were on the heart ward being told that she's got rare congenital heart defects. And that we just had to ride it out really and hope for the best at that time. And then she was booked for surgery for the 21st of April. She went down at 8:30 and came out 18 hours later, 3 o'clock on Tuesday morning. So it was quite tough. She still gets monitored. It's every 6 months we've built it up to now, so she's doing really well at the minute and they're thrilled with her. But probably in the next sort of 18 months, 2 years, she'll have it done, and that'll be the last one. There's nothing more after that. Truthfully, it would absolutely rip us apart as a family.
So it wouldn't just be for the operations, it's the care afterwards, like everything. And
she has picnics with
like Naomi said,
I can have it.
we'd have to choose who went with her. I don't know how we do it. We got through it last time as a family together, but we're not going to be able to do that this time as a closer.
Pudsey MP Stuart Andrew believes this could be a big step backwards for Yorkshire.
There is a national review going on into children's heart surgery in this country because there have been some difficulties in the past with not enough experts in the many centres that there are available around the country. I don't think there should be the 11. I think it's right that we sort of look at scaling those down, but whether that should go down to 6 to 7 or perhaps just have a few more. I think what's important is that people feel they can get to somewhere safely, and that when they get there, the care is second to none. And there's no doubt that that is right across the country. But I think they've built up such a brilliant unit in Leeds now that to get rid of it at this stage would be a short-sighted move and a backward step.
Children are going to be put at risk, and it's going to take the death of a child for them to realise that they shouldn't have done this, and they haven't considered the thoughts or feelings or impact it's going to have on family and staff that work at this hospital and other hospitals.
So what we're doing is we're writing to our families and our supporters and people that we've met through fundraising in the years gone by. We've also set meetings up in various areas. There's one in Leeds, there's one coming up in Sheffield and Bradford, and we want to speak to people face to face and explain how they can help and get behind the campaign.
Planning should favour the population. You move the doctors to the people. You don't move the people to the doctors, for the simple reason that you minimise inconvenience for families and it's cheaper over generations. And we must remember this change will be for generations.
The decision, which could change the lives of many, is expected by the end of the year, leaving the community to rally together so children like Olivia can stay smiling.